Today, I want to talk about something that can truly change the trajectory of your life and success, building a winning mindset. Whether you're an athlete, a student, an entrepreneur, or anyone aiming to achieve great things, having the right mindset is the foundation. A winning mindset is not just about confidence or talent. It's about habits, beliefs, and perspectives that help you overcome obstacles and keep moving forward. Here are 5 powerful ways to build that winning mindset, and I'll also share 7 key points that will help reinforce these ideas so you can start applying them right away. Mindset shapes outcomes. Our mindset is the lens through which we see the world and interpret every experience. It's the collection of beliefs, attitudes, and thought patterns that guide how we respond to challenges, opportunities, and setbacks. The reality is, the way we think about ourselves and our potential has a direct and powerful impact on what we can achieve. People with a fixed mindset believe that their abilities and intelligence are static. They're either good at something or they're not, and there's little they can do to change that. On the other hand, those with a growth mindset understand that skills and intelligence can be developed through effort, practice, and learning. This difference in mindset creates a huge gap in outcomes. When you believe your abilities are malleable, you approach problems with curiosity and resilience. You're willing to take risks, make mistakes, and learn from them because failure is just part of the learning process. Instead of giving up when things get tough, you push harder and find new strategies. This mindset fuels perseverance and innovation, 2 key ingredients in any success story. Furthermore, mindset shapes your confidence. If you constantly tell yourself, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good enough," your brain will start to accept those thoughts as truths. You'll avoid challenges, shy away from risks, and limit your potential. But if you shift your internal dialogue to, "I can improve with practice," or "This is difficult, but I will figure it out," you're training your brain to focus on growth and possibility. This positive mindset builds momentum because confidence breeds action, and action leads to progress. The power of mindset also extends beyond personal beliefs. It affects how you perceive the world around you. Whether you see obstacles as permanent barriers or temporary setbacks, whether you interpret criticism as a personal attack or constructive feedback. The winning mindset recognizes that setbacks are not the end but a step toward improvement. Science backs this up too. Studies in psychology have shown that people with a growth mindset achieve more in school, sports, and careers because they embrace challenges and persist longer. Their brains are wired to learn from failure and adapt, which means their potential is truly limitless. In summary, mindset shapes outcomes because it dictates your approach to life's challenges, your willingness to grow, and ultimately, your ability to succeed. Cultivating a winning mindset means choosing to believe in your capacity for growth and using that belief as fuel to keep moving forward no matter what. Consistency beats talent. One of the most important truths about building a winning mindset is understanding that consistency often outweighs raw talent. Talent can give you a head start, but it's consistent effort day after day that truly determines long-term success. Many people believe that only those born with exceptional gifts can reach the top, but time and again, we see examples of individuals who outperform natural talent simply because they show up regularly, work hard, and refuse to quit. Consistency means committing to your goals even when motivation is low, when progress seems slow, or when distractions are pulling you in other directions. It's the habit of putting in deliberate practice, maintaining focus, and making steady progress, no matter how small the steps might be. Over time, these small improvements compound, creating a powerful momentum that can't be matched by occasional bursts of effort. Think about it like this. Talent without consistency is like having a high-performance car but rarely fueling it or taking it out on the road. No matter how fast the car could go, if you don't drive it regularly, you'll never reach your destination. On the other hand, someone who drives an average car consistently will eventually travel farther and achieve more simply by staying on the road. Consistency also builds discipline and resilience. When you commit to a routine or a process, you train your mind to push through discomfort, distractions, or setbacks. This mental toughness is crucial because success rarely happens overnight. It requires patience and persistence. By showing up day after day, you condition yourself to overcome the urge to quit or procrastinate. Moreover, consistency helps you build confidence. Each time you follow through on a task or practice, you prove to yourself that you are capable and reliable. This builds trust in your own abilities and fuels further motivation. When you miss a day or falter, it's easy to fall into a negative spiral, but a consistent mindset helps you bounce back quickly and get right back on track without losing sight of your goals. It's also important to note that consistency doesn't mean perfection. It's about making a commitment to progress rather than perfection. Some days will be better than others, and some efforts might not yield immediate results, but the key is to maintain the habit and keep moving forward. Over time, this steady progress adds up and becomes a powerful force that propels you toward your winning mindset and ultimate success. Many successful people attribute their achievements not just to their talents, but to their relentless consistency. Whether it's athletes training for hours every day, writers committing to writing a set number of words daily, or entrepreneurs steadily working on their ideas, the common thread is that consistent action leads to mastery and success. Visualize Success visualization is a powerful mental tool that many top performers across various fields use to build a winning mindset and enhance their performance. It involves creating a vivid and detailed mental image of yourself achieving your goals, succeeding in your endeavors, and overcoming obstacles. This practice is not just daydreaming, it's a deliberate process of training your brain to focus on success, which in turn influences your actions, emotions, and motivation. When you visualize success, you engage your brain's neural pathways in much the same way as physical practice. Studies have shown that imagining yourself performing a task activates similar areas in the brain as actually doing it. This mental rehearsal strengthens your confidence and prepares you for real life challenges by familiarizing your mind with the experience of achievement. It's like a dress rehearsal before the big performance. One of the key benefits of visualization is that it helps reduce anxiety and build mental resilience. When you face high pressure situations, such as a job interview, a sports competition, or a public speech, the fear of failure or uncertainty can be overwhelming. By visualizing a positive outcome repeatedly, you train your mind to expect success rather than failure. This shifts your focus from worry to preparedness, helping calm nerves and improve performance. Visualization also plays a crucial role in goal setting and motivation. When you clearly picture what success looks like, whether it's crossing the finish line, closing a business deal, or acing an exam, you create a strong emotional connection to your goals. This emotional attachment fuels your drive to keep working hard, even when obstacles arise or progress feels slow. The more vivid and detailed your mental image, the stronger this motivation becomes. To practice effective visualization, it's important to engage all your senses. Don't just imagine the end result. Picture the environment, hear the sounds, feel the emotions, and even imagine the smells or tastes associated with your success. For example, if you're visualizing a successful presentation, see the audience's positive reactions, hear the applause, feel the confidence in your voice, and experience the satisfaction of delivering your message clearly. This immersive experience makes your brain believe the success is attainable and real. Another important aspect of visualization is combining it with positive affirmations and self-talk. While visualizing success, reinforce your belief by telling yourself phrases like "I am capable," "I am prepared," or "I will succeed." These affirmations strengthen your mindset by counteracting self-doubt and negative thoughts that can undermine your confidence. Finally, visualization is not a substitute for hard work, it complements it. Imagining success helps clarify your goals and maintain motivation, but consistent effort and practice are still necessary to turn those mental images into reality. Visualization acts as a mental guide, preparing you emotionally and psychologically for the journey, helping you stay focused and driven along the way. Learn from failure and keep resilient. Failure is often seen as something negative, something to avoid at all costs. But if you want to build a winning mindset, it's essential to change how you view failure entirely. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the journey towards success. Every great achiever, whether in business, sports, art, or any other field, has faced setbacks and failures. What sets them apart is how they respond to those failures. Learning from failure means analyzing what went wrong, extracting lessons, and using those lessons to improve. It requires honesty and self-reflection, which can be uncomfortable but is necessary for growth. Instead of blaming external circumstances or feeling defeated, a winning mindset embraces failure as a valuable source of feedback. It's an opportunity to adjust your strategy, develop new skills, and come back stronger. Resilience is the mental toughness that allows you to bounce back from adversity. It's what keeps you going when faced with disappointment, criticism, or obstacles that seem insurmountable. Building resilience means developing a mindset where failure doesn't break your spirit, but instead fuels your determination. This resilience can be cultivated through experience, mindset shifts, and deliberate practice. One way to build resilience is by changing your internal narrative about failure. Instead of thinking, "I failed, so I'm not good enough," shift to "I failed," which means I'm learning what doesn't work and getting closer to what does. This simple change in perspective reduces fear and anxiety around failure and encourages experimentation and risk-taking, both essential for growth. Resilience also involves emotional regulation. When failure happens, strong emotions like frustration, disappointment, and self-doubt are natural. A winning mindset doesn't ignore these feelings but learns to manage them effectively. Techniques such as mindfulness, meditation, or even simply taking a step back to gain perspective can help keep emotions in check and prevent them from sabotaging your motivation. Moreover, resilience is strengthened by persistence. Persistence is the refusal to give up, even when progress is slow or setbacks occur. It means consistently returning to your goals with renewed energy and focus, regardless of previous failures. This quality transforms obstacles into stepping stones and helps maintain long-term commitment. Another important aspect of learning from failure and resilience is seeking support and feedback. Sometimes failure can feel isolating, but sharing your experiences with mentors, peers, or coaches can provide new insights and encouragement. Constructive feedback can reveal blind spots and areas for improvement that you might not see on your own. Historically, many successful people have turned their failures into turning points. Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work," highlighting his resilience and willingness to learn from every unsuccessful attempt. This mindset allowed him to eventually invent the light bulb, changing the world. In summary, learning from failure and cultivating resilience is about embracing setbacks as necessary lessons on the path to success, managing your emotional response, and persistently moving forward with a growth-focused attitude. Surround yourself with supportive people. The company you keep has a profound impact on your mindset, motivation, and ultimately your success. Surrounding yourself with supportive, positive, and like-minded individuals is a critical factor in building and maintaining a winning mindset. People influence our thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors more than we often realize, so choosing your circle wisely can either propel you forward or hold you back. Supportive people are those who believe in your potential, encourage your growth, and challenge you to be better. They provide motivation when you feel discouraged, celebrate your successes genuinely, and offer constructive feedback that helps you improve. Having this kind of support creates a nurturing environment where your mindset can thrive. It becomes easier to maintain confidence and focus when you know others are rooting for you and are invested in your progress. One of the key benefits of surrounding yourself with supportive people is accountability. When you share your goals and aspirations with a trusted network, you create a system of mutual encouragement and responsibility. These people can hold you to your commitments, remind you of your potential, and push you to stay consistent even when motivation wanes. Accountability, partners, or mentors can be especially valuable in keeping you on track and preventing you from falling into procrastination or self-doubt. Additionally, supportive people serve as role models and sources of inspiration. Being around individuals who have a winning mind set themselves exposes you to positive habits, attitudes, and ways of thinking. You absorb their energy, resilience, and strategies for overcoming challenges. This influence can help reshape your own mindset by providing real, life examples of what's possible through dedication and perseverance. Moreover, a positive support system helps you manage stress and setbacks. Life inevitably throws curveballs, and having people who listen, empathize, and offer encouragement makes it easier to bounce back from difficulties. They remind you that failure is temporary and that you are capable of rising again. This emotional support strengthens your resilience and keeps your mindset strong even during tough times. It's also important to be mindful of negative influences. Those who are critical, doubtful, or unsupportive can drain your energy and undermine your confidence. While it's impossible to avoid all negativity, limiting your exposure to such influences and focusing on nurturing relationships that uplift you is essential. Sometimes, this might mean setting boundaries with certain people or seeking out new connections that better align with your growth goals. Building a winning mindset isn't a solo journey. Collaboration, shared learning, and mutual encouragement accelerate progress. Joining communities, networking groups, or mastermind circles that focus on growth and success can expand your support system and provide additional resources, ideas, and encouragement. In summary, surrounding yourself with supportive people creates a powerful environment for cultivating a winning mindset. It boosts motivation, accountability, learning, resilience, and emotional well-being, all essential ingredients for sustained success.